What's up, everybody? Excuse me. Sorry. What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I got to take my Allegra. Sorry about that. Y'all, I saw all these headlines with Soulja Boy yesterday. And as always, I don't run stories like this unless the person responds. Think TD Jakes. Wasn't going to run that story till TD Jakes responded. So like the video as the intro plays, we got a lot to get into. And this got messy real quick.
Make it make sense. What I love about Mims, make it make sense. He's a YouTuber. He gets the court record. So he gets the cases.
Make it make sense. You knew what was up.
Dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing Lil' Kim.
Big Mims.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Count out loud.
To 4-year-old Mackenzie. Chris, you are not.
Okay, y'all. So I want to let you guys know who the players are first. We got William the Baddest. I didn't really know who he was until he did the Bad Boys Club on Zeus. We got Tasha K. We all know who that is. And we got Soulja Boy. Tasha K ran this yesterday. Says William the Baddest claims he was scared for his life while allegedly hooking up with Soulja Boy. Again, I don't typically run stories like this. I do subscribe to Tasha K, but it wasn't until Soulja responded. And then I think the bigger conversation is Tasha getting sued again? And then all this stuff came out about Soulja Boy being sued for allegedly being physically abusive to women. So it's a whole big mess. But let's start with this. William sits down with Tasha. We get a lot of Tasha looking into the camera. She offers him some wine. And the first thing he does is he makes a joke about what's being put in it. And he makes a joke about Rock Nation and the Rock Nation parties. And I'm like, okay, this is how we're okay. You're wanting people to believe your story, but you're starting off like this. Not a great look. Not saying that they don't put nothing in your drinks, but whatever. It's weird coming from him. I don't know. He talks about being in the clubs. He talks about being basically like a sex worker. I don't want to say that. He talks about his booty cat being pink. He acknowledges everything that he's done. He's not ashamed of it. And he's scared that people will not believe him. So not only was William the Baddest on Zeus, where he got beat up a lot, he was also on Catfish. He's been around the industry. Some might say that gives him some legitimacy because, you know, like Funky Dineva posted a photo of him and was like, no closeted male rapper would be with somebody like him. Is this it? It said, no DL rapper is hunching this boy. This is what he looked like back then. William has gained, I guess, like a little bit of weight. He's very proud of his booty. I don't know what people do behind closed doors. Monique made a joke a long time ago. She said, what people don't understand is the day of the skinny B is over. Whatever you won't do, a big B will. You never really know what people are doing behind closed doors. But asking for acceptance and then outing somebody is never a good look. What's up, Jamie? It's never a good look. And I also want to get into the mindset because he kept talking about Metro Boomin, Kendrick, Future. And I'm starting to think did somebody pay you? Because we do know that just recently, Soulja Boy said this about Meek. Didn't Diddy F you in the A? The catalyst for this interview, according to William the Baddest, is that he was mad that he would say something like this, and he doesn't need clout. I don't believe that at all. You going on Tasha K means you looking for some clout. Period. Hard stop. And I don't know if Soulja Boy saying this made you that angry that you would come and out him and out Orlando Brown. And the Orlando Brown was basically for absolutely no reason. Tasha just said, you did anybody else? She said Orlando Brown. So I told you this was going to get really messy. And we'll talk about Soulja Boy's response, but he says he acknowledges everything he's done. And he says he has a big booty for a reason. He does not like the Soulja Boy 21 Savage beef. Again, I don't know if you're involved in this beef. The fact that you keep naming all these other rappers who you probably have no connection to does not give you any more credibility. Okay. Soulja Boy said Metro Boomin sacrificed his mom. He was mad about that. And that Meek got done in the butt by Diddy. He was mad about that. Soulja Boy has said quite a few things. He called Krishan's baby the R word, which he later apologized for. So he does say some pretty, outlandish stuff. He said that in 2016, I did have sexual relations with Soulja Boy, and I don't need clout. It hurt what he said to Meek. Because if you effed him, he said, it hurt what he said to Meek because you effed me. Again, y'all can tell me if you think that any of that is worth him exposing this man, allegedly trying to expose him. Let me put this banner up because I don't need him coming after me. For those people who believe in conspiracy theories, that's one to pick up. Why do you keep naming these other rappers as if you were connected to them to come at Soulja Boy, who paid you for your work, allegedly? He is admittedly a sex worker. And we'll get into that a little bit later. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Sorry. Y'all caught me on the way to the gym. So Tasha brings up the fact that this is not the first time that he has said this. He actually was going to do an interview with Wack 100 and Adam, and the interview was done, and Wack 100 made him pull it. Now, this was interesting. William the Baddest says that Wack 100 follows him and reached out to him in Vantage mode, unhappy about the interview that he had done outing Soulja Boy. So here's the thing, y'all. I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think is bull. If this man is telling the truth, and you are saying that the whole reason you're doing this Tasha K interview is because you're mad that he said this to Meek, then what was your reason for telling Wack 100 and Adam in the No Jumper interview? Y'all know what I mean? What would be your reason if you're not doing this for clout? Just a thought. What's up, Jamie? She says, good morning, Mims and straight shooters. Jamie, in the terms of Jamie, this is messy. And it's only gonna get messier because we're getting into some descriptions, y'all. So if you don't want to think about Soulja Boy in that way, this may not be the video for you. But we're about to get into some things. So it is interesting that he's saying that Whack 100 reached out to him over this. Whatever. Tasha has her own feelings about Whack. William says that Soulja effed him real good. It was April 6th or April 3rd, 2016. They met in a club in downtown LA. Soulja's publicist Erica was the only female in a group of Soulja and all guys. He knew the publicist. So the publicist, sorry, let me take this down. He knew the publicist, so the publicist allowed him in, I guess, the section, and that's where he actually got to meet Soulja Boy. He was super excited because of, Crank That Soulja Boy and being around celebrities. Let's see. So he shows Tasha this picture as one of his receipts, and Tasha gets real messy and says, y'all look real close. Now, Tasha, that was messy. Then she goes back to talk about the fact that the No Jumper video was taken down. Tasha says it was Wack's fault because Whack 100 likes fingers in his manhole. She also says that makes him gay. No, Tasha, I think being involved with men makes you gay. I don't think, I don't know. Just on a side note, I think that's why a lot of people they take issues with Tasha, not only because of the Cardi B stuff, because she says things like that. So there are people in the gay community who feel like Tasha is homophobic. But some women might agree. If their man says, stick something in my manhole, they might think that makes them gay. I think that being with another man makes you gay. So he goes on to say that Little E, which was one of Soulja Boy's entourage, hits him up after the club, letting him know who he is and that they want to hang out. He jumps at the idea to hang out with them because it's 3 a.m. He thinks that they're going to be at a studio, and he says that there's going to be some white powder. So then he shows Tasha the DMs. Tasha is eating this up. The specific DM says, you can come over. Just to clarify, this is Lil E. William is exactly who he thinks he's going to... I'm sorry. William is excited because he thinks he's going to the studio. He meets him at a spot in Tarzana. He says the house was crazy. To give context for people who know Soulja Boy, he starts saying that there was a pinball machine and the whole house was set up like Pee-wee's playpen and that there was pow-pows everywhere. And he's talking like large pow-pows, like the long ones, semi-automatics. They send William upstairs and because they say Soulja Boy wants to see you. He says he's nervous, but he's excited. Soulja says, do you get down? He says, yep, I'm gay as F. I put Tasha is really enjoying this because, again, she keeps looking into the camera. He asks him if he wants a shot. He says no, but Soulja Boy takes one. He says he pulls out the eggplant, and the eggplant is big and curved to the left. Tasha says skinny boys do have big ones. Now he says he's nervous because after straight men complete the act, they come to their senses and they want to unalive you. And that's what happens to trans women. No, that's not what happens to trans women, sir. I don't know if he felt like he was having like a pseudo intellectual moment there, but there's so much more that goes into why trans women are unsafe other than men come to their senses. So I thought that was an ignorant comment, but look at where we're at now. Basically, he alleges that he Monica Lewinsky'd Soulja Boy on the side of the bed. He told him beforehand, though, I don't do this for free. He goes on to describe the bedroom and everything that was in it. It was a lot of tan furniture, a lot of pow-pows, and there was money everywhere. Now, he starts saying that he offered him $1,500, but he only got half of that. Well, if you alleging that you're a sex worker and you are, living your best life doing that, then how the hell didn't you get the money up front? You then just told us that this man had stacks of money everywhere in his bedroom, and he tells you he's going to give you 1,500, gives you half, and tells you he's going to give it to you later. Is that making sense to y'all? I don't know any sex worker that would worth their weight in gold. Corinne Steffens wouldn't even get half the money up front. You get your money up front. You got to use what you got to get what you want. But ain't nobody doing rain check in a sex act. Okay, William. He names drop people like Drake, and talks about, and I was like, why are you name dropping Drake in this? He name drops him, basically saying that just like Little E was to Soulja Boy, Drake has his own person who goes and finds him baddies, female baddies. He says that he was very aggressive, he was into race play, and he believes he was drunk and high. After they finished the act, he never heard from him again. He said that he did everything with a rubber on, but he wanted you guys to know that he effed him really good. So good that he wanted to walk around like a Oompa Loompa after.
And
he wants to reiterate, because now it's starting to sound like this is his ad. He wants to reiterate. He wants y'all to know he only takes Big D if he is paid. He didn't make him sign an NDA. And he again starts talking about he's upset because of what he said to Meek Mill. He says that he is standing up for his community, because why would you say something like that? Y'all, I'm thinking there's more to this. I'm starting to feel like somebody paid this boy to go on Tasha K. I don't know if he's lying or not. I don't know if Soulja Boy deserves somebody to stand up for him with all of the allegations about him putting his hands on women. We'll get into that towards the end. But something don't seem right in the buttermilk with this whole story. But he does show Tasha, you know, the DMs and stuff. He continues to talk about Soulja Boy having like a playhouse. So people who would know Soulja Boy knows that he's telling the truth, because this was not his main residence. This was a playhouse for Soulja Boy. Who even knew Soulja Boy still had all this kind of money? They go back to the No Jumper interview, and then Tasha starts getting super messy. Have you ever been to a Diddy party? He says, yes, he's been to a Diddy party, a Jamie Foxx party. But then he starts saying, yes, maybe I did. And he uses the term contracts, but he never says NDA. So I really don't know what to believe, you guys. I do feel like we've heard in the past that you don't have to be a supermodel. Once you're in these circles and people know you're cool or you won't talk, that's how you get connected. That's how Karuchi's not so attractive friend ended up having a baby with Chris Brown. She was in the circle, she was around, and Chris wanted something to do. There was no relationship there. He didn't care about doing this to Karuchi because this was Karuchi's friend. That's how this stuff happens. Dwayne Wade's Oops Baby. This woman, you have Gabrielle Union, and then you have somebody who hangs around the LA hotspots who, for one night, attracts a Dwayne Wade and has a baby by them. So, you know, stranger things have happened. I do think, now that I've been looking into William the Baddest, I do think that clout is what he has been wanting. And clout is what he has now, but is it the right kind of clout? He's a rapper, but this does not look like a rapper to me. So when you were 18, you look like this, and then all of a sudden you transform to this. That's why people don't feel like it's authentic. Sorry. I mean, I don't know William the Baddest, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't say this. Some of this is bull. Put the pic down. Okay, my bad. My bad. Sorry. So he continues to say he goes to these parties, but he's under contract. So maybe that means an NDA. And he throws out Meek and Metro again. This is for Meek and Metro. He lets people know that he only sucks D with a condom on. And then he plays this Nicki Minaj clip for Tasha as if it's some type of proof that. Here we go. Where's the sound? Here we go.
The undercover brothers in the industry.
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Because I do. Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no.
So William plays this for Tasha, which you know Tasha loves because Tasha is Team Nicki all day. So then Tasha gets into a lawsuit that Teddy Riley's daughter, Nia, has filed. If you ever watch Love and Hip Hop, then you will remember Nia. This was his girlfriend on the show. He treated her bad. He was sleeping with one of her friends who was pretty disgusting. This woman threw up in her hand and then threw it in Miss Nikki Baby's face. So these are the type of people that we are dealing with. This is what Teddy Riley had to say about Soulja Boy.
Here's some of the stories. Nia claimed that Soulja Boy kicked her in the stomach while she was pregnant, put a gun to her head, that type of thing. As a father, how does that affect you?
Well, let me say this. Soulja Boy knows who I am. And he knows I'm deep. He knows I'm very deep. We had an altercation. I was called a lot of names, and I got an apology. I'm looking for an apology for what he's done to my daughter. I'm looking for that. As a man, I'm looking for that. And I think.
So that's one of the allegations. So again, I don't really follow Soulja Boy like this. So I had to do like a mini deep dive on this morning. Now the Krishan stuff, calling her baby the R word, was disgusting to me. He apologized for that. But it does seem like Soulja does look for a bit of clout. And he does this by talking about other rappers. So some might say that this is his, you know, his comeuppance for that. I don't know. But if William the Baddest is still a sex worker and you are outing your clients, then more than likely you're not going to have clients for too long. He says, so then then William the Baddest says that he likes to spit on you, push you down, hold you down, and be really, really rough. He lasted 20 minutes. Says he went to a party. So Tasha was being super messy. She's trying to say that William has been to like a Will Smith party, kind of like some eyes wide shut shit. Says that he was paid to go to a party with $700, that there were a lot of perverts there, and that everybody had on some masks, so you couldn't really tell who they were. So he wasn't sure if it was Will Smith or not. So I'm guessing William has been going around Hollywood telling stories. Y'all, we got like 1,800 in the chat. I know it's early morning. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. She said, have you been with anybody else? He said Orlando Brown. So I'm like, I remember they were on Zeus together. Or I don't know if Orlando was on his season, but they both done Zeus. He says that Monica Lewinsky, Orlando, and Orlando introduced him to his baby mama, Amina. She then goes on to say, well, have you ever been with Shannon Sharp? Now, why the hell would Shannon? Okay, Shannon Sharp is sitting at home.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get thrown in something? I never did it.
So he shows Tasha a photo of him in Orlando, says that he was studying with Tasha Smith at the time for acting. Orlando comes over to help him run some lines, but he says that something was weird about Orlando. Orlando was asking him or telling him that people are watching him. So Orlando starts smoking something. You see how that goes? Was he smoking a cigarette? Was he smoking a Black and Mild? Was he smoking a joint? What was he smoking? He said he was smoking something that made him horny. When somebody says something like that, it alludes to like crack. I'm not even going to lie. So why wouldn't you just say what he was smoking? Things like that make me question the legitimacy of the things that you say, sir. And then Orlando asks him, "Are you sure you didn't tell anyone about me?" He says, "No." So then Orlando says, "Are you horny?" He says, "Am I supposed to be?" Orlando says, "Yeah, give me some dome." He says he smelled like alcohol. He told him he doesn't do anything for free. And then he gave Orlando dome. Shop, but the thing is, why wouldn't he just say he was smoking? You then told us everything from the fact that this man had a curved eggplant to the left, but you can't say that what Orlando was smoking. I was shocked to know that he had like the money back in the day to pay Tasha Smith. Tasha Smith has trained everybody. If you don't know Tasha Smith was the really funny one in the Why Did I Get Married movies. She was the one who was constantly fighting with her husband and her husband's baby mama. But he keeps admitting that, you know, he gets paid for it. So I don't know if he's still a sex worker, but he's been pretty proud of that. And Booty Butter says the industry loves a white porcelain pink. Oh my God. The industry loves a white porcelain pink pig who reconsidered their transition 3/4 of the way through. Pork at the top, mayo bussy at the bottom. Thank you for that, Booty Butter. Oh my God. Joshua says a girl that slept with Wack 100 from Clubhouse did an interview with Storm and said Wack likes trans women and he also watches gay corn. Oh. Don't sue me, Wack. Sue don't sue Storm. Storm's my buddy. Stacy, 2024 has been wild AF. You right. A-Rod, thank you for the super sticker. KB says Soulja invested heavily in tech, had a video game. Oh, talking about the money. I did see something where he showed the Breakfast Club his video game. I don't know. People are suing him for 10 million. Another woman suing him for 500,000. Soulja Boy's ex giving green light to seize his cars and cash to satisfy $500K debt. Soulja Boy has just discovered that he'll have to part with a few assets, including his cash and cars, to satisfy a debt he owes his ex that totals $500,000. Court documents obtained by Radar reveal that. Sorry, let me let you guys see this. Court documents obtained by Radar Online reveal that Crank That Rapper will have to surrender his yellow Bentley, a red Lamborghini, a Dodge Charger, and a yellow Mercedes-Benz. A neck chain worth $10,000, a black Cartier watch, as well as $1,000 in cash. The lawsuit that she won, let's see. But what was the lawsuit? Okay, he was sued by ex-girlfriend Kayla Myers in 2020 for assault, battery, and false imprisonment. So this is what they're talking about when they talk about the fact that he has a violent history with women. He was never criminally charged for assault, but cops later discovered pow-pows at his home, which violated his probation. He denied any wrongdoing and blamed a third party for the woman's injuries. Wow. She was awarded $236,000 in punitive damage. Okay, so let's get to his response. This is what he had to say. And I think he might actually sue Tasha and sue William.
Anybody could go on OF and see that. I got an OF page. What the? That don't prove nothing. What the fuck with y'all, bro? Hey, y'all. Hey, keep it. Hey, wait. Keep it gangster. Are y'all serious right now, or are y'all trolling? Y'all serious? Oh, y'all dead ass. Okay. On my life, God strike me down, send me to hell right now. On my soul, on everything I love, that dude is lying. I could die right now today.
What does Tasha have to do with it? Tasha's the one that interviewed him. And Tasha's posting his response. Tasha's loving this.
God strike me down. I put it on my life. I put it on my life, a soul. I put it on my heartbeat. See that? No, I'm not. What the f you want me to? What the f is wrong with y'all? That is not true, bro. Now if that don't do it for y'all, I don't know what the fuck y'all want me to say. And then if you don't believe me after that, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, he got some new teeth. That's all. So he's denied it.
Because it ain't what the fuck.
He curses a lot.
Fuck it ain't what the.
You not out to get me demonetized, but he does say that he will sue. Let's see. Thanks for being a member for a month. She says he was on an episode of Divorce Court with Star Jones. William the Baddest needs help. Pretty Black Girl says this is the oosh gosh Orlando talks about.
Diddy, you gave me the oosh gosh goose mash. You gave me the oosh gosh muaf, the smoosh mash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the oosh gosh muash. I love
Thanks for the super chat, Pretty Black Girl. Wait, Kay says Shannon Sharp got into it because he thinks it's cute and funny to not protect black women. What black women wasn't Shannon protecting? Y'all are telling me something. I thought everybody loved Shannon Sharp. He's the new Oprah. Tasha loves this. William got what he wanted out of this. Now, if he gets a lawsuit and he can't produce like records or proof, I don't know how that's going to pan out. He is good friends with Sydney Starr. That does say something. He was on an episode of Catfish. He is openly trying to get in wherever he fits in. So y'all got to do the math on this one, whether you believe him or not. I don't ever tell you. If you're new to the channel, I don't tell you what to believe. I just tell you what's out there. When it's stories like this, I don't do them until the person responds. Him responding to Tasha K and William is why I did the story. Oh, you're talking about Amanda Seals. He didn't protect Amanda. I'm a little torn on that. I'm a little torn on the Amanda part because I was riding with her when I thought that she had been diagnosed. I'm a fervent believer that if you have a medical diagnosis from a medical doctor, that's one thing. But if you've just kind of taken a test and determined that you have something, I don't know if that counts. Just my opinion. So I think she kind of played herself with that. And then he backed her in her corner. And then she responded truthfully, which she probably shouldn't have. Paula D, thank you for becoming a member. April, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, I got to run because I was on my way to the gym. We still have more stories. Unless something crazy pops off, I'll run them today. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Like the video on your way out. Thank y'all for being here so early in the morning.